Hi, my name is Peter Wilder, and I'm an HVACR Drives Application Engineer at ABB. Today I'd like to briefly discuss and show you how to use the BACnet mailbox function that's available on both the ACH580 and ACH180 drive. Now before I get into the details, I just want to make sure it's clear on this brief presentation, this is specific to the base ACH580 drive and not the ACH580 Eclipse. There's a different procedure and a different presentation on how to use the mailbox function with the Eclipse bypass. Now, you may be asking, what's the purpose of the mailbox feature on the ACH580 and 180 drive? Well, there are many parameters that are in the ACH580 and 180 drive that are not linked to a BACnet object that's listed in the drive's BACnet object instance summary list. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's discuss what is in the BACnet object summary list. For example, AV9 kilowatt hour meter is a predefined object that links to drive parameters 0119 and 0120 for the accumulation of kilowatt hours. Okay. Now, there is no BACnet object that links, for example, to the parameter in the drive 4502, which is the saved megawatt hours. So let's say you want to access the megawatt hours saved, which is the value in parameter 4502. Initially, you'd say, well, I can't do it because it's not in the BACnet object summary list. But in reality, by using the mailbox function, you can do that. We're going to do that by using BACnet objects AV25 and AV26. All right, before I demonstrate how to use this mailbox function using the software tool YAB, I just wanted to discuss the two steps that we need to follow to use the mailbox function. The first one is we need to set BACnet object AV25 to the parameter that we want to read. Now, for example, if you want to read parameter 4502, we're going to set AV25 to 45002. You'll notice I added an extra 0 in there. And that's because it's a placeholder. Because if the parameter is a value of 100 or larger, like for example, parameter 97135, we need a placeholder there. So for 4502, we enter 45002. But if the parameter has a value of, let's say, 97135, 135 being greater than 100, there we would just enter for AV25 97135. Once you've set object AV25 to the parameter that you want to read, then you just go look at the present value of AV26, and that will be the value of the parameter set in AV25. Let me now demonstrate how, using the software tool YAB, how to use the mailbox function. I first already have an established connection with the variable frequency drive here in ACH580, as you can see here. I'm going to go to BACnet object AV25, and I want to set the present value to the parameter number that I'm trying to read. In this case, our demonstration purposes, we're trying to read the megawatt hour saved, parameter 4502. So we'll set this to 45, and I have to remember to add an extra 0 because 02 is 99 or less, so I need an extra placeholder in there. And I send that command to the drive. I just hit the enter button here using YAB. Now, if I go and select AV26, you can see in the present value, it has the returned value of parameter 4502, which is 146. The units of parameter 4502 are megawatt hours saved. I always recommend to verify results when dealing with serial communication. So here you can see on the screen, I've just verified that parameter 4502 is really 146, just verifying that the setup and everything is reading correctly over BACnet using the mailbox function. If you have any further questions about the BACnet mailbox function for the ACH580 or ACH180 drive, please reach out to your local ABB representative.